I'm Thomas Richards, and this is my presentation on the theories that cause intimate partner violence. Um, Intimate partner violence, or intimate partner homicide, is the most extreme and irreversible outcome of intimate partner violence. Um, intimate partner violence comes in many forms, and it can be habitual, it can be random, it can be, it can come from many causes and types of stimuli. Um, Intimate partner violence disproportionately affects women. It's often unpredictable and can be preventable with the right tools and awareness. Um, in this presentation, I'll walk through several of the theories of intimate partner violence that I've identified and describe how they can cause intimate partner violence and including intimate partner homicide. Often, intimate partner homicide occurs when a current or former partner um, lashes out, often in the power or often in the context of control, power, jealousy, or unresolved conflict. Um, the first theory that I have for you is the feminist theory. Um, the key idea of that is that more more than half of female homicide victims in the United States are killed by a current or former intimate partner, which is horrifying. Um, they feel the feminist theory posits that it is a consequence of patriarchal systems that foster male dominance and entitlement to women's bodies and control over them in relationships. Um, so often, when women try to leave or assert independence inside that relationship or leave that relationship, some men use lethal violence to gain control, which is obviously irrational, but humans are going to human. Um, and the feminist theory is used as a way to explain why women are often most at risk of intimate partner violence. Um, for me, what I think about it is I think it has a lot of merit. Um, However, it's easy to discredit how often intimate partner violence occurs against men. Um, it definitely does, and it's definitely like an unspoken, not epidemic, but um, it's not uncommon. Um, I've been hit in a relationship before. I left that relationship because of that. Um, was I afraid for my life? No, but I didn't. I'm not gonna tolerate disrespect. Um, so yeah, it just it. I think that the feminist theory, while touching on a large part of it, discredits the other end of how common intimate partner violence. It is a human issue across genders, across cultures. It's a human issue. Unfortunately, because of the ability for men to potentially exert violence more effectively, um, it is a more. I don't want to say it's a more serious issue when it occurs male to female, but I kind of do because I do feel that it's more likely to result in injury or death. Um, in my opinion, the next theory we have is social learning theory, and this is one. This I think this one is actually personally my my top theory for intimate partner violence. This social learning theory is that the key idea is that violence is often learned through modeling, especially from childhood exposure to abuse or seeing parents use violence to resolve conflict. Um, for instance, I've never personally hit a woman or committed intimate partner violence. That being said, I have never seen either of my parents or anyone in my family use intimate partner violence. Um, so I don't. It was always seen as an unacceptable component to a relationship, not a a way of handling conflict. Um, so if an individual sees it as a way of handling conflict and not as a breach of the relationship, it becomes a tool to use or a facet in the relationship and not a critical breakdown of the relationship in and of itself. And I like this theory um, because to me it affects all people, all cultures, all genders. Um, it's very applicable um, to anyone. It can even be applicable to just violence in general, just all kinds of violence, not even intimate partner violence. So, yeah. Um, so, a person who grows up in a violent household may internalize violence as a normal response to emotional stress or relationship problems. Over 15 million children in the U.S. live in homes where intimate partner violence has occurred at least once, um, which is terrible. Boys or girls who witness their fathers abuse their mothers are more likely to abuse their own partners as adults or even accept abuse as something that is normal in a relationship instead of realizing that it is a fundamental breakdown. And that's another part of this why I like social learning theory so much, is because it's not just about someone potentially inflicting the violence, but also someone might think, oh, this is normal, and accept it being inflicted upon them themselves. So I think it covers all the bases, just about. The next theory is strain theory, where this is just people using stress as an example or as an excuse to perform intimate partner violence, essentially. The key idea is psychological or economic strain can produce intense frustration, which may erupt into violence when coping mechanisms fail, like loss of a job, rejection, feelings of betrayal, like cheating in a relationship can drive individuals, especially those already prone to issues, to lash out. Um, for instance, in households where men experience multiple periods of unemployment, intimate partner violence rates jump to 12.3% compared to just 4.7% where men were consistently employed. So, yeah, this is another one where it's humans are going to human. People who are stressed do stupid things. Um, which is, you can use strain theory to. I feel like strain theory is so broadly applicable to so many different things that it's almost a moot point. It's just stressed people are going to do things that stressed people are going to do. Um, it's almost like the opposite of the social learning theory in my. It's like an inverse opposite where it's also just as widely applicable, but it's like, yeah, a stressed person might behave in a way that's irrational. Go figure. Evolutionary psychology theory. The key idea here is that some scholars suggest that intimate partner homicide or violence stems from evolutionary mechanisms like jealousy and mate guarding, used to prevent infidelity or abandonment. Um, sure, you know, humans murder for have reason, I guess. Um, I'm not the biggest fan of this one. This is my least favorite idea here. Um, People murder for all kinds of reasons. They murder for insurance money. For they murder for no reason. Some people just want to murder, like serial killers. So I don't know about that one, but it's not wrong. It's almost like the strain theory. I'm not disagreeing, but it's so broad and open ended. It's like, sure. Um, but in conclusion, those are my uh theories behind intimate partner violence, and I hope that you, the viewer, never experienced intimate partner violence, and I hope you have a wonderful day.